Aloha kako, what is up everyone? My name is Hoku. Welcome to my channel if you're new here, or welcome back if you've already subscribed. I mahalo you for being here, for taking time out of your busy day or evening and joining me for another Mindful Mirror Talk where I just get to connect with self and spirit and deliver whatever truth is meant to be delivered. So if you're here, I mahalo you again, and you're in the right place because you were meant to find this video. So I definitely feel like when I start these Mindful Mirror Talks, it's usually blank canvas. It's just a time that I get to center myself and connect with spirit and deliver whatever is meant to be delivered. It's very unplanned, unprepared. The only thing planned and prepared is just the fact that I might get ready to be on camera, but I really try to empty out my mind. And I know I spoke on this in my last video. I don't think I elaborated on the fact that usually when I'm on here, it's blank canvas energy. It is, let me see what is meant to be delivered without really overthinking it. But lately I have been feeling like a need to kind of plan and organize and make things a little less scatterbrained feeling. But to be honest, ain't nobody got time for that. You know, I ain't got time for that. I have never really been a very planned, organized person. Even speaking as a Capricorn, I like things a certain way and I like routine, but I cannot get in my head too much because that energy pulls me the fuck down. So I try to stay lifted and open and just trusting of the process and what is meant to come forth. So let me just take a moment to connect. So today I'm feeling spirit say that this is a specific message. I'm going to go ahead and ask who this message, whatever it may be, whatever may come out, is for today. Hello. This is for our earth signs. Sun, moon, or rising. That includes our Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn brothers and sisters out there. Connected, rooted, grounded energies of earth elements. So mahalo. I'm gonna go ahead and pull from this creativity deck to get a general message. Actually, you know what? I'll save that for after. Let's go ahead and, since we're on earth energy, let's continue with Whispering Woods. This is just a basic guidance deck that I like to use to get an overall direction of message. So for my earth signs, today we're talking about risk and learning to grow wherever you are planted. Okay, so already on the top of this deck, my eyes were drawn to go deeper. Go deeper. Go deeper into the roots of the problems. We are earth elements, we're grounding, we are shadow working. So this go deeper, expressing the deeper meanings in life while staying attuned to childlike wonder, is at the heart of all great art. We are art. We are not only the creators and the creatives, but we are creation. We are the art form manifested of divine. And finding, discovering, reconnecting that is our purpose. So I want to get a little bit more clarity on the risk card. What is that about? Okay, so in talking about risk and the things that we need to grow through, despite our environment, despite our conditions, despite our experiences, we need to be, I'm seeing, open to change. For a change, do something you usually do in a certain way in a different way. So almost like I said in the beginning, I'm not like the type of person that plans out things, but I like things to be routine. I like things to be a certain way. I'm a creature of habit. So doing your normal things in a different way, or going about it perhaps with a deeper mindset or a deeper connection with, you know, since we are going deeper into our connections with our surroundings and our experiences in our environment, or whatever the case may be, it's time to do it, to change it up a bit. So that's almost where the risk is. Okay, sorry, for a second I got thrown off. Somebody needed me. I definitely feel the necessity for this card. Changing our ways, I'm seeing. Changing our way of doing things, our way of thinking about things, perhaps. The other card we got was preparation. Luck comes most often to the person and the place where preparation, opportunity, and skill meet. So changing our habits, changing our ways is preparing us. And I also see the fear card on top. Don't be afraid of the change. Don't be afraid to go deeper. Don't be afraid of changing your ways in order to prepare you for perhaps the risks that you're about to take, knowingly or unknowingly. We are evolving. We got the evolve card again. Ooh, mahalo. Mahalo. So, a lot of information. We got go deeper, change, preparation, our evolution. Again, creative ideas evolve out of the invisible and profound nothingness of proverbial consciousness. We are preparing to evolve. But in that process, we need direction. Direction allows manifestation to come through. And in order for that to happen, we must let go of the things that hold us back, that keep us tied to that same outcome that our old habits, our old ways of thinking kept us linked to. So direction, switch gears, reboot, and try a new and different direction. Soon you may manifest the goal you focus spiritual energies upon. I'm sorry, this was speaking on the manifestation and speaking on letting go. What, if anything, can be done to let go of what is standing in your way? And the last card we got was new start. Transitions, transformation, flying away from, flying forward, moving forward into a new start, a new beginning. So for my earth signs, earth energies, there's a shift happening where we are needing to go deeper within ourselves. Actually, let's read specifically Two of Earth, what that means from this Gaia book. And look, I even had a random blank marker on here. The key words for this is equilibrium, flexibility, adaptability, balance, harmony, compromise, confidence. We have a card that symbolizes the importance of balancing work, home, family, and play, whilst remaining flexible and adaptable in meeting one's commitments and responsibilities. You are filled with a sense of purpose. You have goals and dreams. Nurture them. This is a time to be mothering to your inner child, your inner self, your lower self. Be confident. Trust in both yourself and your abilities, but also be flexible, adaptable, and open to compromise. Open to the guide. Open to the guidance. Because that's the only way, by making that change, that's the only way we're able to prepare for the evolution of self that causes us to have fresh beginnings, new starts. Alrighty, mahalo, mahalo. Anything else for my earth signs? I want to pull from the mana deck here to get a little bit more mana energy from my home to yours, essentially. So for my Tauruses, Virgos, Capricorns, this is what we're feeling right now. Mahalo. Evie. Rooted. Ancestry. We're talking about where we come from. Look at the mano, the shark protector. Aumakua. We are guided by our ancestry, by who we are already, that which flows through our DNA, that which flows within our, our body spaces. So let me read this one from the book 20 Evie. Definitely that earth grounding, earth rootedness from our histories, our ancestries. So this is about bones, respect. The chant for this is Hana no ika koibi. Hana no ika koibi. Do for your own bones. In Hawaii, many people believe that iwi, or bones, are an extension of a person's mana and are therefore very sacred. Unlike blood and flesh, which decay upon death, bones symbolize immortality. Bones are thought to be a dwelling place for the spirit of the deceased, and it is believed that their spirit could be summoned by way of their bones. Unihipili, or ghost bones, were kept, deified, ritually fed, and talked to. In the case of a departed lover, the bones were sometimes secretly slept with until the grieving was over. Bones were considered so sacred they could easily be defiled if they were left uncovered, exposed to sunlight, or used to make fish hooks, arrowheads, or needles. Damn, I keep getting interrupted. House full of children. It's all good. Patience, evolution, guidance. So we were talking about the EV card and how you had to be careful that the bones didn't get defiled through exposure to sunlight, being uncovered, being used to make fish hooks and arrowheads or needles. To burn a person's bones was the ultimate sacrilege. If the bones were desecrated, the spirit was insulted, and living descendants of the dead were shamed and humiliated because it was believed that the spirit of the dead hovered nearby. It was greatly feared that if the bones were destroyed, the spirit would never be able to join its aumakua, or ancestors. That is why the bones of the ali'i, or royalty, were carefully protected and hidden. The bones of Kamehameha the Great were so well hidden that they have never been found. Hawaiians also respected the bones of non-Hawaiians. In 1824, when King Kamehameha II, also known as Liho Liho, visited Westminster Abbey in England, he refused to enter the chapel containing the remains of Henry VII. Unfortunately, the respect has not always been reciprocated by archaeologists and others who excavated Hawaiian bones for scientific or educational purposes. Yeah, like they've been doing, where you have royalty or mummies, kings, queens. All of their remains are being desecrated by just trying to examine and trying to delve into the history. Like, some things are meant to just be at rest and be at peace. And you wonder why the state of the world is the way that it is, because we stay stirring up, we stay digging in places that we don't belong. We digging up histories we're not privy to know about or to have the information. So the interpretation of this card, the card Evie, is talking about respect. The expression Hana no ika koiwi means to take care of your own interests. It can also be interpreted to mean mind your own business. A related expression, Kaula'i na iwi ikala, refers to bleaching the bones in the sun, which has been interpreted to mean mental exposure or talking unnecessarily of other people, or talking too freely about faults and weaknesses of one's family to outsiders. It is important not to speak negatively of others. Treat others with respect, walk an honorable path, and respect yourself. It also may be necessary to teach others how to treat you by explicitly telling them what it is you require. Respect is required on many levels. Respecting the privacy, the perspective, and the space of others, and demanding it for oneself are essential. When Evie is uncovered, respect may be missing in any one of these areas. So be sure to act in a way that allows respect to be communicated or restored. That brought to mind something I was thinking about earlier, because we are talking to our earth signs here. So Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energies, sun, moon, rising, predominant characteristics of these earth elements. I was thinking to myself about subliminal messaging, about taking accountability for your speech, for your talk, in essence. How does that affect those around you? What is the intent behind them? And more particularly, when we're pulling this card and we're talking about respecting how we speak on other people, it definitely brought up the fact that there are other characteristics that lie within people that are not as forthcoming, not as honest. They do not take as much accountability for the things that they speak from a place where they are intentionally speaking ill on another's name, or about another's character, or about another situation. You know that the things that you say, even if it just seems like a flippant or just a whatever, a little extraneous comment thrown into the context of what you're speaking, you know if those things are meant to take shots at other people, or if they're meant to criticize or humiliate or create some sort of competition with other people. Be mindful and be accountable for your own speech. Like I always try to say, we have the ability, we have the choice to speak life or to speak death upon others. And I definitely have to be mindful of that in my home space, because our home space is our sacred space. That is a direct manifestation of the internal you. So if your home space is chaotic, or just there's an imbalance, the relationships are disconnected, that's something as a mother, as a parent, makua, that's something we have to take accountability for and look into on a daily basis. It's not to bash anybody or to be like, oh, well, you need to get your shit together. We all do. We all have to take accountability for our own actions on and off camera, in and out of the home. And so I just see a lot when it comes to respect, it first begins with ourselves. If you wouldn't want somebody speaking a certain way or speaking certain energy into you, then be mindful of how you do it to others. So that is a perpetual, continual lesson that we have to remember every single day. But yes, mahalo for that. So for my earth signs, definitely something to look at there in terms of respecting self and respecting others in the way that we communicate and verbalize our intentions. So I was feeling one from the mana deck, but Spirit says no. Let's get one from, I feel like this is a broader message as well to someone else. Who else is tuning in that needs to hear this, that I need to mention and spotlight? Ooh, our water signs, I'm seeing Pisces right now. Pisces energy. Pisces, Scorpio. Who am I missing? Cancer. Let me know if I'm missing anyone else, because this is totally unplanned. But yeah, I'm seeing Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This is kind of where your energy is at right now. You're possibly feeling very heavy, very burdened by life, by decisions, by situations. You're feeling, you see the heart, you're feeling like your heart is weighed upon, that there's so much darkness around you. But look at this situation. It's almost like she's underwater, damn near close to drowning, but there is hope within that ray of light that's coming from above, that's coming from source energy. This is the not giving up, always holding on to hope, trusting and having faith in divine to carry you through even the deepest, even the darkest energies that surround you. Yes, we're definitely talking about water energy. We have Queen of Water, so this is definitely for my water signs. Cancers, Pisces, and Scorpio. Damn, you are Queen of Water. So let's read from the book. So Queen of Water. So this came out open armed. This came out completely exposing itself as like what energy you're on, you're lying in. Let me just read that first real quick to see if I trust that I was, but see if there's any more specific information to be given. Illumination, acceptance, openness. I just said this came open. Open your heart. And I did even mention the heart energy right there. The heart was being weighed upon. The very first thing to be born in the darkness of the void was light. The Nine of Water represents the need to embrace an open heart and allow the light of love to transform and heal emotional pain. So yes, we were definitely going in the right direction. This came out open. This came out exposed. So this is definitely where we're at. And this came out hidden, face down. So this is what we have to remember, water signs. This is who you are. Queen of Water. We're talking about love energy. We're talking about truth, love, compassion, flow. Let me see. Trust in your feelings and senses. The Queen of Water symbolizes a gentle, empathetic soul who possesses a keen sense of intuition. That third eye energy up here is just decorated, bedazzled with pearls, almost like pearls of wisdom, yeah, from your intuition. So she is loving, compassionate, and always kind. She knows when something is wrong, when a friend is hurting and is in need of comfort or counsel. I definitely see that with Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. Yes. She is naturally in tune with her emotions and the emotions of those around her. It is this natural connection and gentleness that draws people to her. She is empathetic and would never consider being deliberately cruel or unkind. That is definitely a good character to have, but there's also the caution side of that, where you can't let the darkness that surrounds you and other people's energies drown you and keep you in that void of dark space. So, okay, so going on with Queen of Water. Her ability to intuitively see and know is her greatest strength. She looks beyond the surface to what lies within the subconscious, seeing the emotions of old that influence the present. Remember, we got the Go Deeper card earlier. So for the earth signs and water signs, this message is consistent and fluid when we talk about delving deeper into ourselves in order to change things about us that weren't working. Maybe they weren't working before. But yes, water signs, you have the ability to go deeper beyond the surface, yeah, to what lies within the spaces within us that need to be transmuted, that need to be processed and cleansed out. So she can sense the mood of a moment or the undercurrents that flow through a room full of people. And because she can read others' emotions with ease, she can often distinguish truth from falsehood. Definitely relate to that, as I am balancing in between both of these elements of earth and water. And look, even the Eevee card we pulled from the Mama deck, which I saw but I didn't mention earlier, is a canoe, or moku, I suppose, that is sailing on the water. Mahalo for that, mahalo. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out to not make such a long video. I just wanted to send out a little bit of encouragement, a little bit of direction for my people for apparently the Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus elements of your chart, as well as for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energies. Yeah. And so let me close it out. I'm going to go ahead and pull from a deck I haven't pulled from in a second. And that's going to be from the African Goddess Rising, because I feel like we need those words of encouragement. And personally speaking, I feel like that comes best when Divine Goddess of Melanin Tone gives you that warm, embracive hug. Because I feel like ain't no better way to get those words of encouragement or the energy that we need than from Goddess Mama, you know? Okay, let's do that one again. So let's close out this truth seeking for my earth and water signs with some encouragement. Ooh, water. Okay. So immediately I thought water. This actually fell. Sorry if I know it's kind of a mess, but this fell right on top of Queen of Water. So Queen of Water and Nine of Water energy. So this is Oya, storms, I remember yesterday I was talking about like feeling the heaviness in our sacral and root chakras, root, the grounding, like getting in connectivity with spirit. I was recalling the hurricane energy, calm in the center, but a lot going on around us. And here we have that calm, statuesque energy, but a lot going on around us. This is for my Pisces energy. So we already talked about, you know, rising with this light despite the darkness going on around you, because you are intuitive, you are loving, you are compassionate, you are a healer, you know, you are almost like counselor energy. People are drawn to you, your forgiveness. And we also got Queen Nefertiti. This is for my earth elements. This is talking about alchemy. Everything you be throwing in the pot, you stirring and you allowing to brew and then manifest into all the things that you are meant to have. So these are the risks that we take, that we got in the beginning. There's risks involved to this life, you know, there's risks involved in our choices, but this is all for the benefit of our risen goddesses, God and goddesses within. So we are talking about a temple of warriors, that fight, that action. This is the goddess of storms from the Yoruba Nigerian tribes. Element water. Didn't I say this fell right on top of the water? Wielding her powerful sword of truth, Oya is the Yoruba goddess of storms, wind, and lightning. Storms bring shift, rapid and uncontrollable change, at times chaos. The winds of change, remember we even pulled the card change in our creativity deck. So the winds of change are in motion. Into every life a little rain must fall. Personal storms clear away the old. Sometimes change moves slowly, and at other times change is swift. So the embodiment of this card is asking you, what would you like to change? If you're not actively changing it, you are choosing it. To make shift happen, focus on what you want. Stop giving energy to what is not working. Take the risks. Give the respect as well that is needed of self and others in order to be able to create those new starts, those new beginnings, and to manifest. Essentially, we did get manifestation. From Evolve, we had direction and manifestation. Everything that we want to manifest is going to allow us a fresh start, a new start. And so right now is the time to really truly be asking yourself, okay, what do I need to change within? What are these pockets that I need to work on? And we were clearly given respect as one of them. Be mindful of your self-talk, and be mindful of your life talk. How are you projecting yourself? And then I'm seeing earth elements. So this is for my earth signs. We're talking about alchemy. So she is a temple of queens. We got that queenly earth element right here. Goddess of alchemy from Egypt. She's in the temple of queens for this card, and she has an element of fire, which is an element of action. Nefertiti was a legendary Egyptian queen whose name means a beauty has come. Celebrated as a goddess and her husband's equal, Queen Nefertiti led a spiritual revolution worshipping Aten, the sun god. So this card is saying it is time. It is time. You turn everything that life throws your way into gold. You are on the path to fulfilling your purpose. You are an alchemist. You have the power to bend universal energy. Dare to transmute lead into gold by shifting from fear to love. And remember, I think when I was shuffling the creativity deck, I showed you guys fear had come up. Shift fear to love. To love, that heart chakra, that heart space. You wear your heart on your sleeves. You are of a loving, compassionate, intuitive energy. All right, so that concludes today's truth seeking. Hopefully this resonated with you guys out there. I know it did for me. So let's take it as it comes. Let's process. And let's allow this information to help us continue to grow and to rise from lower to higher, from physical to spiritual. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you soon in my next. And yes, trusting that you have an abundant, loving divinely guided and protected day full of happiness, healing, wellness, compassion, more life, and more love. Yes. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, love, light, and always aloha.